Hi, I'm Brooke Wallace, filling in for Max Brantley with your Arkansas Times News headline updates for Thursday, July the 11th. Governor Hutchinson yesterday appointed Chad Pekron of Bryant to the State Board of Education. Pekron is a lawyer with Little Rock's Quattlebaum Grooms and Toll and the father of 5 children, 4 of whom are public school students. He replaces Hendricks professor and Arkansas Times contributor Jay Barth. Earlier this year, Pekron represented South Arkansas parents in a Friends of the Court brief submitted in an appeal of a lawsuit over interdistrict transfers in South Arkansas. In January, U.S. District Judge Susan Hickey sided with the 4 school districts, which argued that permitting students to transfer out of their districts would lead to white flight and resegregation. The state appealed the decision in the 8th U.S. Circuit of Appeals. Pekron's Twitter account includes a lot of retweeting of local Republican figures, including Tom Cotton, as well as a lot of local Federalist Society events. He was widely thought to be a leading candidate for the open federal judge position in Little Rock. President Trump ultimately nominated former state solicitor Lee Rodofsky to the position. Pekron was also a member of the State Election Commission from 2013 to 2017 and has been a special justice on the Arkansas Supreme Court several times, including on the controversial sovereign immunity case in which he voted with the majority in reversing years of precedent. Well, Pulaski County Circuit Judge Wendell Griffen, who in late June petitioned the state Supreme Court to restore his ability to hear cases involving the death penalty, has now filed a motion in that case asking all of the Supreme Court justices to disqualify themselves so that Governor Hutchinson can appoint a full slate of special justices. The Supreme Court removed Griffen from such cases in April of 2017 after he participated in a vigil outside of the governor's mansion the same day he decided a property case involving a drug distributor seeking to get back from Arkansas drugs the state planned to use in an execution. The High Court also referred Griffen to a judicial discipline panel for ethic violations. The case was dropped in June because it wasn't decided within the 18 months required by ethic rules. A federal jury in Little Rock yesterday convicted Rodrigo Gomez, 44, formerly of Jacksonville, now of Colorado Springs, Colorado, of attempted manslaughter. The incident happened during a brawl on New Year's Eve of 2016 at a restaurant at Misawa Air Base in Japan, where Gomez worked and where his wife was stationed. Gomez and his 21-year-old son Miguel Gomez assaulted 3 airmen, and Rodrigo Gomez attempted to kill one of the airmen by trying to snap his neck and stomping on his head repeatedly. Well, CNN unveiled a podcast late last month on the fire that killed 21 boys locked inside the Negro Boys Industrial School in Wrightsville in 1959. It's called Up from the Grave and is hosted by Don Lemon, who says in the first episode that the story came to him from a CNN producer from Arkansas who learned of the tragedy via social media and was amazed that she'd never heard of it before. UA Little Rock professors Brian Mitchell and John Kirk are featured in the first episode. The State Department of Correction unveiled a memorial on the grounds of its Wrightsville unit where the fire took place in April. A year earlier, the deaths were memorialized with a plaque in Haven of Rest Cemetery in Little Rock. Leslie Peacock wrote extensively about the tragedy for the Arkansas Times in 2008. Well, that's all your news headlines for today. Please read more on the Arkansas blog. Thanks and see you tomorrow.